Okay, greetings, my beautiful patriots, RC's light workers, and of course our very brave freedom fighters, galactic warriors out there, busting the walls down of all the dark elements. Welcome to 1776 United, and we are in a worldwide and galactic revolution. I'm Alex West, and today is New Year's Eve, but it's New Year's Eve on the other calendar, the spooks calendar, the ones that was invented, the ones that manipulated, the ones that got everything twisted around and lied to us about everything, including the calendar. So, while we were celebrating last night and all the rockets and flares and fireworks were going off here in the Philippines, and it was a wild time, and this place looked like Iraq in 1991 on the shock and awe what Bush had done to the poor Iraqi people. That's exactly what it looked like around here. And I got film to back it up. Okay, so what I want to present to everybody and all the patriots, because this is all about information, and this is all about basically deprogramming ourselves from the old matrix. Okay, so we have to basically take things out of our mind thought of the way we do things, and then replace it with good, positive light, the truth, the positive, the everything, the higher vibration. We got to take all that old lies that have been forced into us, and take all the negative and depression and stress, and that is all going to get thrown out the back door. Okay, let me just I can show it to you, and I will, no problem. It's right here. I can show it to you right there. You can see it. It's hard to see, but I'm going to just explain it to you here. So, the humanitaries, okay, for humanity's real calendar, which was this is God's calendar that He laid out for us, okay? April the 1st is the first month. May is the second month. June is the third month. Sol, that's S-O-L, that's it, is the fourth month. July is the fifth month. August is the sixth. September is the seventh. Okay, 7-Eleven. Does that ring a bell? Yeah, it wasn't 9/11, it was 7-Eleven. October is the 8th month. November is the 9th month. December is the 10th month. January is the 11th month. February is the 12th month. And March is the 13th month. So, we celebrated, December 31st, New Year's Eve, which you are all celebrating right now. Waiting for the 2026 to come in with the fireworks and everything else, and that's fine. But that you're celebrating a basically satanic symbolism, and they're all the spooks are all laughing at us right now. But we've had we're very, very smart people. We're very, very smart patriots, and we've got this thing figured out ourselves. We didn't need them to continue the lies, because we know that things were not right. So we've stopped being fed their BS, and we're going to start following not just the scripture, but the truth. So, what does this mean? Well, this means that you're celebrating it now, and we're going to celebrate it again on April the 1st, or March the 31st. It'll be March the 31st. And then, of course, that'll go into 2026, April the 1st, which will be New Year's Day. So we have tonight, that you're celebrating, and you can enjoy yourself, but this will be the last. Because what did Trump say? This will be the last Christmas. He's throwing comms out there for everybody to grab a hold of, to start changing your your mindset, to start, assimilating with the truth instead of all the lies that we've been fed for generations. Okay? Now, April the 1st, this is why they called April the 1st Fool's Day, because we were all fooled. They're throwing it in our face, and, we have to give them credit, but we know that they're just absolute garbage because they live on the lies. Yes, it's still very, very noisy around here because it's New Year's Day, and you got a bunch of drunkards on the streets, and the kids are out there and they don't know how to handle the brandy, and of course they're taking a half a bottle down and then puking it up wherever they see fit. It's a disgusting mess. Anyways, they'll get it figured out, and I can't wait to have all liquor removed from this planet. So, on the positive note, I just want to say Happy New Year, but also we're going to be expecting another one. And this is why I said before, everybody's thinking, what's going to happen in the new year? Well, lots of things are going to happen in the new year, but it ain't going to be this New Year. It's not going to be like today, because we're not going to celebrate a demonic ritual holiday, okay, which it is. Now, doesn't this change everything? This changes the day of 9/11. It goes to 7/11, okay? Because September is the 7th month, 7/11. I'm just, this is what I'm seeing here of what's going on how this is all being played out. Like, to me, I'm seeing some very, very connecting the dots are coming very, very clear to me now that we can work off of our God-given calendar. Now that we know what the calendar is, we can work on that. We can work on the 28th day for the female cycle, which is 28 days. Each month has 28 days. Everything falls in line with the stars. Everything's starting to fall in line with all the events that are going to be happening. Now, the question is, when's Christmas? Are we going to be celebrating Christmas in December 25th? No, I highly doubt it. I believe that that's all going to come out in time. And, we, the Patriots, have to prepare ourselves for everything that is about to be exposed to us, like the truth. And we should open our arms and embrace it. And look at it like an eye of a mother to a child. This is extremely, extremely important for us. I'm going to be traveling and carrying on with my crusade from the Philippines for as long as I can, and then I'll be doing it from Canada very, very soon. And I will be dropping truth bombs every chance I get as I see what's coming in. So, what do we expect here in the coming months? Well, I expect many things to be warming up for the New Year's, which is April the 1st, okay? I'm not here to try to kick the can down the street. I want this thing to all play out as much as everybody does. But when you have a tactician like the Commander-in-Chief in what we do, he's not going to come out right out and say that. He's going to make you think and make you rethink it and think again. He's going to make you, it's going to be a puzzle, because he knows that the dark spooks that are out there aren't very bright. They're not very smart. They cannot calculate it, and they certainly don't have critical thinking like we, the freedom fighters and patriots, do out there. Just remark my words. We are highly more intelligent than they are, and we have a much higher level of critical thinking than they do. Why do I say that? I say that because all you have to do is look at them. Look at their minions. Look who they are. There's something wrong with their eyes. Okay? There's something wrong with the color of their hair. There's something wrong with the way they dress. They're not normal. They do that to bring down the vibration of humanity. They don't want to have a free world. They want to be governed. And I just might add, like, the spooks, the controlling spooks that are out there, still trying to control these minions and the dum-dums that are out there. They thinking that they're going to be rewarded in the end of all this. You know, even with the ones with the badges on, and they're walking around with, you know, their big black suits, and they're, you know, doing tyrannical things and being real jackboots against all the citizens of the United States and Canada and Western Europe right now. They're going to have a really bad rude awakening. They think they're going to have some kind of reward. They've been promised something in the end, and all they're going to get in the end is a brass ball there. That's all they're going to get. They're going to get one right there, because that's all that they are a death cult, and they're basically going to sacrifice themselves to save others, to save themselves, if that even makes sense. They're going to sacrifice themselves to save themselves. But this is what we have walking amongst us, you know, like these Neanderthals walking the earth with no brains, no thought process. They just want to discourage, destroy, destruct, and rape and pillage everything they possibly can. And I personally think, and I'm personally asking our Commander-in-Chief to make it open season on all convicted pedophiles who actually are able to walk from their persecution, from the justice of the law. If they are able to walk, that they need open season. They need their pictures to be shown, so the patriots can find out who they are and hunt them down like dogs that they are. They are rabid dogs, and they are hurting. They are not just hurting physically, but they're hurting our children mentally. They're destroying their lives. And this is where our line, this is where we do not cross that line. They've already crossed that line, and I say, Commander Trump, we want open season on all pedophiles on this planet. And I tell you, if that executive order goes into effect, I'll tell you right now, this whole shit show will be cleaned up, and they'll be cleaned up very, very fast. Now, I'm saying this in a very judicial way. We're going to, you know, if they've already been convicted and they're walking on the street, that is basically an assault against the patriots of this planet. We are patriots of this planet. We're not going to stand for it. I don't give a shit what kind of bullshit law that's in there, right? There's a new sheriff in town, and there's a whole bunch of deputies out there, and they're all called patriots of the world. And we run into the millions. And this is why I'm saying, another thing just for closing, never sell your silver, never sell your metals, okay? Keep your gold, keep your silver, go buy copper, and keep adding to it, okay? Because what you're doing right now, patriots and freedom fighters, by buying the metals right now, you're killing the banks. The banks are dying, and they will die as long as you keep on buying. Never, never sell. It's only the dumb ones that, you know, put themselves in a state of fear by them dropping that price down, because they can manipulate the price. It's all digital hogwash. It's absolute digital hogwash. We know right now that you can go into Shanghai Exchange right now, drop a 1 ounce silver buffalo head or American Eagle on that table, and you'll get $200 American for it. So don't let the COMEX or the New York Stock Exchange try to convince you anything otherwise, okay? Now, again, last things, never sell your guns, never sell your ammo. In fact, start stockpiling it, because there might be a day that comes that you will need it. I'm hoping it's not going to come to that, but as long as there's pedophiles walking this planet, this beautiful planet of ours, and threatening our children, our little ones, our beautiful little innocent children, there will be hell to pay. And if the military can't clean it up, and if the good cops out there can't do it, the patriots and the militias will. Okay, I'm just letting you know that there is thousands, if not millions right now, waiting with their finger, polishing that trigger, ready to put that clip in. Okay, just so you know, that's what's happening, that's what's coming. And if this does not get stopped right away, Commander, we're going to take the law into our own hands. And there's lots of trees out there, and there's lots of rope. Okay? We're not going to be doing anything other than what has already been done by the law. And if they've been already convicted and they're out on some kind of bullshit charge, whatever, because it was some corrupt judge or some corrupt lawyer, we're not going to stand for it, because we have seen the repetitive criminalization of the re-offending that they have done around the world. Many people have died because they have been let out of jail. We're not going to stand for it anymore. Just make that very, very clear. Okay, so my message is that things are about to change, and they're about to change very, very quickly. Get your money out of the bank. Leave a 10% in there on your account just to keep it open. Okay, stock up with food. Do what you can to hang in there, because I know January is going to be chilly, whatever, in Canada right now. But like I said, it's this is all in preparation. I believe April is going to be the new year, and after we get through this cold snap, okay, now that I've got this thing figured out, I believe once we get through this cold snap of winter, April 1st is going to be the brand new blossoming of big, beautiful things to come. Okay? So with all that being said, I want to wish everybody a happy new year today, and a happy new year that's coming in April the 1st. Okay? And that, I believe, is going to be the blossoming of the new world is going to be on April the 1st. Okay? God bless everybody. I appreciate everybody listening in, and we will see you on the next one. Okay? Bye for now.